We've left Glacier Bay and we've been motoring through current half the day at least. Now we got the current going with us to Elfin Cove, and we'll arrive in Elfin Cove in about an hour. Lots of current combining with ocean swell. The ebb combining with the swell coming in. So this is our approach into Elfin Cove on sort of the northwest corner of Chichagof Island in the Gulf of Alaska, and we ended up in a really uncomfortable tidal exchange. A big, like 7-knot ebb was coming out of this southern pass and kind of combining with the swell coming in from the Gulf. And we kind of had to cross it to get into Elfin Cove. We knew that the southern pass was rough, so we went through the northern pass, but we didn't really realize that we had to cross over it to get into Elfin Cove. And just really glad that it was a calm, not windy day, and I could just imagine how rough it would be if there was any west wind blowing and opposing the current. Had we had more information or talked to some locals, it would have been pretty easy actually to just anchor and go into Elfin Cove at slack tide.
We survived. That was really fucking terrifying.
Met some really cool fishermen who gave us some salmon and took us out on their skiff. Sweet! So we've left Elfin Cove, we've made it into Linziski Channel, and we're sailing, and I'm about to cook up some salmon that fishermen gave us last night for breakfast lunch. Some really nice fishermen we met last night gave us 2 massive coho fillets. Hopefully we'll be able to eat them all before they go bad. We're gonna have salmon with every single meal.
It's gonna be great.
So we got honey, soy sauce, sriracha, mustard, salt. Just gonna put it on the grill, and I think it should be pretty good.
We just grilled up our salmon.
How was our first fresh salmon?
Oh my gosh, fantastic. Really good.
We're about to exit Linziski Channel into the Gulf of Alaska. We're gonna stay in kind of a little protected bit in between some rocks and islands and the shore, and then go up into an anchorage called Porcupine Anchorage, which is near a hot spring called White Sulphur Hot Spring.
Oh look, the beginnings of some swell. There's a waterfall over there. Zach's putting the anchor ready. A
That was really nice, huh?
So great. Oh my gosh. Incredible. We're all warmed and ready to go now. Revitalized.
So we were really excited to turn south and not have headwinds anymore, but now we got some southerlies, so we still got headwinds. But we're hoping to do a big tack out that way, and then we can tack in here to, I think it's called Podluck Cove. Some more protected inner waterways path, about 10 miles away. But it's not too shabby out here. A little current going against us. There's been real big tides lately, but other than that, pretty sweet. Gave up on tacking there. We're cold and miserable and want to get to an anchorage today. You look like a rockfish.
Oh my god. I have to keep it like this.
You don't have to keep it like this. You have a straw. Wow, they get really full.
Yeah.
It is kind of nice to see. So you slid the hatch and it accidentally, she slid the hatch open and it pulled this?
I went in to get my glasses. I don't know what it got caught on. Maybe this, and when I like stayed on this side.
Ah, I think that's why you got to keep it clipped in. Wow, you're looking full. You're looking good.
Oh, yeah, I need a new one.
It has a straw to blow it up, and we'll get you a new cartridge in Sitka. But for now, let's take it off.
No.
So we're just entering Surveyor Passage now. And this is like the smooth water route on the outside of Chickagow. So we'll take Surveyor to Odin and then smooth channel up to a place called Double Cove for the night. We might forget to actually show the anchorages we arrive at. So this is this one. It's pretty sweet. There's a little island there. You can also anchor back there. And then just right out here is Gulf of Alaska. And then this way, Slocum Arm. Pretty cool. Why what?
Why does it... The heater smells more like diesel than it used to. Or like some fumes. Why would it smell like fumes?
Just, you know, to give us something to do. Now we're leaving Cass Bay, back into the ocean, and we'll turn south to Sitka, which is about 40 miles away. We could have had 5 or 6 more miles of protected waters down here and then through a real intricate little pass that looked pretty fun, but it looked pretty mellow out here and we might have been fighting a little bit of current going that way. So thought we'd go this way.
And it's a nicer day than yesterday. It's not as cold and rainy.
Yeah, but it wasn't like this yesterday morning either.
Yeah. But we're leaving earlier, so I'm hoping that at least we have a couple hours.
Yeah. I think we'll be able to sail on this course for a little bit until we've got to turn more west into the wind again. But we're not going to spend just all day tacking out here. I'm not going to get into that stubborn game. I think it's got enough east in it that we're able to almost do our course and faster than we could motor at. This is fucking great. This is really great actually.
It's nice.
Oh, I was really excited to sail out here and I was kind of bummed when it was all going to be on the nose, but this is pretty good.
Yeah, it seems better than yesterday. I feel like yesterday it was more muddled, it was rainy. This is kind of like opened up and it's like we've got a little bit of sunshine poking through the clouds.
Lost our wind, god dang it. Still pretty confused seas out here. Well, we're out of the swell and into protected waters yet again. We got a couple like channel things to go through and then we're at Sitka, like 20 more miles. We had a good time hanging out in Sitka and resting while waiting out weather before continuing to head south. We're leaving Goddard Hot Springs.
Whee! We made it out of that treachery.
I hit a rock on the way coming in. Lightly tapped a rock because of some pilotage navigation errors that really humbling.
And then I got us out.
So now we're about to go through first Narrows, then second Narrows. After second Narrows, we'll decide if we anchor or go out into the ocean. This is Dorothy Narrows, the first of 3 Narrows we're gonna go through before we go back out into the ocean.
Monday night, south wind 10 knots. Seas 10 feet or less.
Coming into Still Harbor. That's why they call it Still Harbor, huh? We are leaving Still Harbor back to the outside of Baranof on the west coast. We'll either go to Pelican Bay, which is like 25 miles away, or Puffin Bay, or all the way to Egg Harbor on, I think it's called Coronation Island. That would be a big day. That's like 50 miles, but we'll see how good time we make it out there. Yesterday our VHF antenna shook off in the swell, and we can pick up some weather. We haven't picked up anything on channel 16 yet. I did a radio check and got nothing back. We have our handhelds, but that'll be something to fix pretty soon. So today's Monday. Wednesday we have another southerly front coming in, like 30 knots and bigger seas, so we're kind of just gonna blast down here back into the inside by Wednesday, hopefully. A lot calmer than yesterday, huh?
So much better. Oh my goodness. It was really rough coming in here. It was like...
Shame we haven't really got to do much sailing out here, but I'm hoping we get further south, more out of the Gulf, and we'll start to get more northwesterlies again. Or it looks that way on Predict Wind. I don't know. It's only September 1st, September 2nd. So we're just rounding the southern tip of Baranof Island, and then we're going to that island over there. Coronation Island, and we're going to Egg Harbor, which might have a beach.
A beach!
We got about 10 more miles to go, and this is the first time in days that we've had a little bit of wind, not right on the nose, and not crazy confused seas. It's really nice. So we're going in there, and we can see a white beach at the head of the bay. Welcome to our anchorage. This is Egg Harbor. As you can see, there's no eggs. Well, actually, there probably is.
Yeah, there's a lot of birds.
And fish.
And fish.
But
So
that's
there's
the
the
beach
beach.
there.
And then it kind of like wraps around. And then we saw some caves back there. There's this cool mountain. It's like kind of bare rock at the top, which is cool. It's gorgeous.